But you lied in my face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me when I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to you say that.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the New England Patriots.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 35. You're not ready. Fred 80. Check. Fred 80. No. Fred no. Hey, switch to that.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Alert, red 80. Alert 3. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Scarborough. And an alley to run. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bo Scarborough, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Brady going to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground is Michel, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Brady. Got his man. That's Harry. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Brady looking deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a 1st. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Scarborough. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
On 2nd down, Michelle. They find some open field here. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 47 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run with Michel. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 41, Brady got a man open. That's Harry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Brady now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that
under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Choose the mic.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Looking here for Smith downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The first carry for Josh Adams. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 71 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down.
Let's see what you got.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
At the 12-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Darnold now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
SOS. Topper! Young lady. Mike 2. Smith. All the way back home, yo.
To throw is Darnold. It's caught. Smith. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Darnold a sneak, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mike 35. He's coming. Man, 80. 35's the Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
That's it. Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
QB's traps. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
35's the Mike. Watch the play.
On 2nd and a couple. Darnold, a screen to Bell. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. This one from 35 yards away. Ficken's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, buddy, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Hey, that's 29. Alpha. Regular. Hey, team 6. Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Coming for you. 42 to Mike, boys. 42. 72.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And it's Michel once again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Wait, 20! I got you, boy. Check it!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First down, New England.
Wait, that 380! 51. Hey, 66. Hey, 66.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Hey, Zoo.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. A wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the 1st round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the 1st round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, watch it, watch it. Malcolm. Watch it. Rip. Rush in.
Again, it's Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. They'll roll him out right. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Sugar.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack, Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Darnold. Throw to the right, taken in by Barrios. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll get this one to Galladay. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
the motion. Waiting. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Waiting. Hey, orbit. 35.
Again, Darnold. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Check 30 seconds.
2nd and 5 now. Brady, Campbell making the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Brady, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Switch. Shadow.
Brady gives to Michelle. And an alley to run. He's at the 40. The 20, and DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big-time run there by Sony Michel, and even 50 yards.
First down, New England.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now here on EA Sports. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Darnold now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
35's the mic. Record. Tighten up.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
35's the mic. 3 bucks. Go. Mike 35. Pick me up.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And no, it's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Nice, sweetheart. Check. No. Easy. Check and reload.
They'll run on first down. Michel, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Jets 10. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And this one's incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
The protection up front, very good on that play. Had all night to throw the football, even though he was unsuccessful.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Darnold to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
3 down. Mike, 2.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And that is Complete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. And the Patriot first down.
Alert! Hey, Charlie! Hey, goal 66!
Brady now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On the ground, this is Michel. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Darnold now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a...
And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
There he goes, left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The open man is Smith. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds. Down to the final couple of plays here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, second.
Brady going to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost, but this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check.
They try again with Scarborough. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Son. Red 80.
36.
Red 80.
Kill.
One last throw now for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Pats, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.